Bloody Mary Podcast.
Welcome to the Bloody Mary Podcast, where we talk about all things horror while drinking a Bloody Mary. I'm Jesse.
And I'm Tami. And we are totally married. Tonight, we got our Bloody Marys, and we are reviewing Longlegs.
Longlegs. We just got out of the theater,
Yes,
just got
we
back.
did.
We're going to be spoiler-free, and then we'll get into spoilers. So don't worry if you haven't seen it. You can watch up until then. But we'll let you know if we're going to spoil some stuff.
Yes.
So you've been warned.
You've been warned.
And before we jump into it, we have an Amazon wish list.
Yes, we do.
That you can help support us. Go to www.bloodymarypodcast.com. Check out the Amazon wish list. Small things, big things. If you want to support the podcast, we'll give you a shout out. Things we need for it. Things that are cool.
Yeah, there's also some merch there, some hats, some shirts, some cool Bloody Mary podcast stuff.
Yeah, cool.
All right.
So yeah, support would help. And if you can't, just like this, comment, subscribe, all that stuff.
Yeah, like, subscribe, and share.
So Longlegs,
Yes.
this has been like being promoted for quite a while before
has.
it came out. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost been a year ago we got like a first teaser for Longlegs, teasers throughout the year, then an official trailer and another one. And I don't think I saw like the last couple trailers because I didn't want much else spoiled for me kind of going into it.
Right.
So Longlegs, what did you think of this movie?
I think it was a perplexing movie.
Perplexing.
I enjoyed it, though.
Yeah?
I did. I think it was perplexing because I guess coming out of it, I just was like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. But then I liked it. I don't know. It's very perplexing.
Perplexing. Yeah, you know, with someone else who saw it and they were like, I don't know what I think about this movie yet. And I think that's kind of like what a lot of people feel. I'm just going to say I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No. I like parts of it, but overall, I don't think I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah. I wanted to. This is like one of the ones I was really excited to see this year.
Right. You were jazzed about it.
Yeah. Because I like Megan Monroe a lot. She's a great actress. I love it. She does horror. She does great in this. Nicolas Cage, he's awesome. He's great in it. And just the style of it was really cool. I don't know. I didn't really care for it.
No?
Yeah, no, some stuff worked for me. Like I like the style and the tone. I think things that were supposed to be creepy and scary for me weren't.
Right.
I think I found humor in places maybe that I wasn't supposed to find humor. Especially in some horrific scenes. I'm like, okay, this is just funny. There's kind of a couple twists that I definitely saw coming from the moment you're kind of introduced to a character.
Oh, for sure.
And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I can see, this is one where I can see how people like it. I can see how people love it. There are some really cool things about it. I think it was directed really well. She does a good job. I just, it didn't sell me. The movie didn't sell me to what it was, what they were selling. I didn't buy it.
Right. They were selling it like, this is the most terrifying movie. And so it was not that, no.
Yeah.
I was more fucking terrified of Night Swim than I was of this movie.
Yeah, that's weird.
I know,
Your
it is.
Night Swim scared you more than Longlegs. Yeah, I think that's an odd statement.
But I think it's perplexing.
What about the movie perplexed you without giving away? Because I don't find much of it perplexing at all. Like the plot?
No.
Okay.
It's not about the plot it's how I feel about it is perplexing.
Yeah.
Like I one minute I'm like, no, I liked it.
Yeah.
And the other minute I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it. I have a lot of perplexing feelings about it, and I don't.
Well, this is where you work these out. So you land on
I think I need to watch it. I would have to watch it again to really, or sit with it some more. I don't.
Well, this is your
know
gut.
how to
This is your
feel
gut
it.
reaction because
I know.
eventually we're gonna have to talk, and you're gonna have to rate this.
I know.
Yeah. Well, some back Longlegs. in a nutshell, is about a serial killer and a young FBI agent that's after the serial killer.
Yeah.
That's your story.
Yeah.
There's some elements to it that weren't in the trailer, but also there's nothing like I didn't expect to kind of happen from the trailer. Like I wasn't surprised by much in this. There's some like creepy ass moments.
Oh, there is some creepy ass moments for sure.
Yeah.
I think Nicolas Cage, creepy.
Yeah, he's creepy.
His whole character design.
Yeah, I think Nicolas Cage did a really good job. Yeah, he was freaky as shit. I like the era is set in like parts of it are set in the 70s, but I think your core film is set in the 90s.
Yeah,
because you have a big picture of Bill Clinton to let you know where you're at.
Where you're at. He is the president at this time. People.
Yeah.
So that's what, early 90s? I don't know.
Yeah. The director, I looked it up. What's his name?
Osgood Perkins.
Osgood Perkins. He did the Gretel and Hansel movie a few years ago. That was really.
I really liked that movie.
Yeah. So that I was like,
that
okay,
makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so
now.
that style makes sense. He directed The Black Coat's Daughter. I don't think I've seen that. I Am the Pretty Thing That Lives in the House, and then he has some upcoming stuff. But I know he was primarily an actor, and I think most notably he was Dorky David in Legally Blonde.
Right.
But what were the good things about this film for you? What did you like about it?
I did like Nicolas Cage's character a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was really creepy.
Yeah.
Unsettling.
Totally agree.
Just from head to toe, his demeanor, the way he looked, the way he acted, like the way he looked.
His
was
prosthetics.
His prosthetics were really good. Like he made him even creepier.
Yeah, he was kind of an enigma because there's you don't get a backstory.
No.
Which is cool. I like that. I like that there's really no explanation as to the why. Kind of. There's an overarching thing that we'll get into in spoilers. But what else did you like about it aside from good old Nicky Boy?
I did like what's her face? Kiernan Shipka?
Yeah. Yeah, she has a role in there.
Tiny her little cameo in it.
Yeah.
I really liked that little part. I don't know, just
she was creepy with like towards the end of her monologue where she was pretty much like threatening her and getting all weird.
It was just I thought she did really good for that little brief moment that you had her. I think that I liked the style on how it was shot. I liked it's a perplexing movie. Like I don't.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I do like about it, but overall, I'm saying it's not for me, and I don't think I'd watch it again.
No.
Yeah, for sure. But I do agree. I think Nicolas Cage did a good job, great performance. Maika Monroe, I think all of like the performances were really great.
They were.
I guess I just wasn't a fan of the pacing and the storytelling elements, and the basic reveals aren't that. This is a movie that I was almost expecting a grandiose reveal.
Me too. I was
ending, and you didn't get any of that. Like there was some explanation as to like the why with someone, but it wasn't anything like beyond like a mind-blowing 7 reveal, or even like something along the lines of Barbarian, where like, oh, that's what's going on, even though it wasn't our favorite movie. I don't think I could be in the minority too, but I wasn't surprised by anything that happened in the movie.
No, I wasn't either. Really. I was standing out where we were waiting. And like when you went to the bathroom and stuff, and this one lady was like, "That's the stupidest fucking movie I've ever seen. Why did they say it was scary? That was dumb. That was dumb as shit. Dumb. We wasted our money."
I don't feel that bad about it. Like
I was like,
wow. I totally respect everyone who made the movie. I think they had a vision, and this was it, and they were able to put it on the screen, and that. I can see that, and that's really cool. It just wasn't for me.
The pacing, I agree, was a little slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we get to see our urban legend lady.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was
yeah.
fun.
The actress who was the main
Alicia Witt.
star of Urban Legend is in this, and she did a really good job. All the acting was great. Yeah, like I said, this one it's just personal preference. I just think it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Mhm.
I can see why people don't. I just don't know. I have a lot of perplexing feelings, and then literally at the end, like halfway through the movie, my left eye just kept like I was crying, just out of it. Just
Oh, you were just sad?
no,
through the
I
whole
don't
thing?
know what was happening. It was just like just this one, just the left eye.
Oh,
I don't
right.
know what was going on.
Oh.
It was very strange.
Well, so that, I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with the movie.
Maybe.
Subliminal stuff.
Who knows?
Well, anyways, yeah. I think we're probably
we're
gonna.
getting into spoilers, people.
Yeah, I think this might be a quicker review. So, getting into spoilers. This is your warning. 1, 2, 3 spoilers. Yeah. The metal doll brains.
The doll brains.
The metal doll brain thing. I didn't really. That didn't need to be there for me.
Well, okay, so once you found the doll, once they found that doll,
there's dolls and metal doll
dolls.
spheres that are satanic.
So basically, he worships Satan.
Yes, Nicolas Cage is a Satan worshiper, and he makes dolls, and he imbues them with a little bit of the devil.
And he makes dolls that look exactly like little girls who are about to turn 9.
Yeah,
on their
it's
birthday.
odd and specific, and so there's like a lot of numbers that play into that shit.
And they bring in the dolls, and then the little doll brain that has part of the devil in it, like seeps into the family and into the dads, and then the dads go on a killing spree and kill them all.
Yeah, it was a really intricate, niche, and complex way to. I've seen that in films before where it's more simplistic, where like you bring in a statue and it does that. It's
Right.
like a haunted piece of item. But this was more integral in like how that item is created and more creepy and bizarre with a doll, and you put a thing into it. So that happens in so many films where you see like an item in a house that's causing a thing.
Right.
But they just really like focused on that lane and went into that.
Right.
The,
And
the process of it.
Well, no, that's it. That's his process. He crafts.
Yeah.
I think that's part of what makes him a little creepier.
Yeah.
Because he's fucking making a doll that looks just like the little girl, and he's all excited, and he talks with like a high pitch, and that's creepy.
Yeah.
But it is, and then they like, and the FBI lady, she was going to be one of those girls that was going to be murdered. And the mom was like,
that's a reveal. And then the mom
was like, no, please save her. I'll help you.
Yeah.
Basically. So then the whole time the girl's like, he has to have an accomplice. It was her mom. He lived in the fucking basement the entire time. He lived in her basement the entire time.
Yeah, and that was a really easy thing to figure out.
Oh, yeah. As soon as she was by the door,
she
went to the house the first time and she was by the door, and I was like, oh, he's in the fucking basement.
Well, yeah.
He's in the basement.
Yeah, no shit. Because there's like, it's locked. There's a whole thing of keys. Roaches are coming out of it. You're like, okay, well, if he's not down there, she has shit down there.
Like,
and it's one of those two. And
Right.
plus, you see a couple of like dolls in the background of all her clutter. Yeah.
And her mom, are you praying? Are you still praying? Do you say your prayers? And she's like, no, they creep me out.
Yeah, it's really, really odd. Like, so my question is, and you know, there is some good things to think about. Was he doing this before he met his mother?
The mother. Yeah, because he killed the Campbell farm or whatever first.
Yeah.
And then I think she was maybe second.
So then what, like right after that, did she house him? Like,
No, he didn't, because when they did the flashback, the mom is who brought that doll to the house. So I think she was going to be the first one. And then the mom was like, please save her.
Yeah.
I'll help you.
No, my question is the entire time, like all those years, the kid growing up in the house, was Nicolas Cage living in the basement?
Yes.
And she just was brainwashed by Satan to not remember and not know?
I think so. I think that's what what they were saying. Like, because as soon as she shot the doll, as soon as her mom shot the doll in the head that looked like her.
If you haven't seen this, we are talking gibberish to you right now. If you have not seen this, it doesn't make any sense.
The black came out of her head, like the memories were lifted, and then she remembered shit.
Okay, so my question is if none of any of this stuff would have happened, would she still be psychic? Because she was psychic.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's just a question that's up to interpretation.
I think so.
But yeah, I mean, that reveal that the mom was the accomplice you could see that coming. There are like some horrific things, like when Nicolas Cage kills himself. Oh yeah. It was fucking funny. I thought it was hilarious. There was nothing terrifying about that. He's like being all Nicolas Cage and like, I just keep
He was singing Happy Birthday?
He was through most of the film he was. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I was underwhelmed for me.
Yeah. Especially when it was like, this is so fucking scary. It's so creepy.
Yeah.
This isn't none of the above.
Because like I wanted to see this last week, but Maxine, what we saw last week, I was
much better,
way better than this. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm like, trying to think of the positives is kind of everything that I already said.
Right.
Negatives, like, it just wasn't for me. Yeah. This is one that's not for me.
Not for you.
Yeah. Nope.
All right. So what's your rating?
Since I respect what they were doing and all the performances and everything, I'm going to give it a 4.
A 4.
Yeah, it's a 4 out of 10. Like, for me, it's below average. I don't want to watch it again.
No.
Yeah. And you know what? Because we saw Gretel and Hansel, and I didn't like that either, but you did.
That's true, yeah.
So maybe I'm just not a fan of his directing style.
His type of filmmaking.
And not everyone has to like everything. And
okay,
this is something that people seem to like, and I don't. So what would you rate it?
I would say probably a 6.5.
A 6.5?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you liked it significantly more than me.
I did.
Yeah.
I thought there was really moments that I did like. I think the pacing was slow.
Mm-hmm.
I think his character was very creepy, and
yeah.
I think that lended to it. I don't think if his character wasn't there,
yeah,
then it would. I think he, for me, bumps it up a little bit.
Yeah. No, he does for sure. I think all the acting does. I did like the imagery of her kind of at the end, the mother holding her hands up and saying, "Hail Satan." I do like that the overall kind of thing was they're just Satanists.
Yeah.
They're just
and
satanic.
She's dressed as a nun with her little cross. And
but
really
they were like legitimate ones, not
yeah.
like ones going around saying they are and killing people. They were like legitimate Satanists going around to doing this.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know we talked to other people. So like when one of my friends were like, "Oh no, it's good."
Mm-hmm.
And then, 2 of my friends were like, "No, that was good. I'd see it again."
Yeah.
And then Sean saw it and he was like, though it turns it in, so I was waiting because he had said like in the first 10 minutes, it flips it to where something different. But
that you don't see in the trailer. And I think what he was talking about, that she's psychic.
Oh, see that, and really that didn't like,
yeah,
that wasn't a big thing for me because it didn't, it was more in the beginning of the movie than it really went throughout because the rest of the time, she had those memories. They were just in her fucking brain.
And you know what's crazy? Like, they start off with her, like, really strong hitting home that she's a psychic. She goes to a house. She, like, points, this is where that killer is.
Right.
And she goes in and gets him. Someone dies along the way, but she does get it. So I thought her psychic thing would, like, ramp up. But it seemed to just kind of go nowhere after that.
It did. It really seemed...
It didn't help her really to do anything. Like, the stuff she figured out, aside from, the numbers and stuff, was kind of just like classic detective work or her just remembering stuff. Right.
Well, because he left her that fucking package and then she was like, okay. And then she's like, I figured it out.
Yeah. I almost thought, like, when they were starting it like that, okay, so maybe she's a psychic and Longlegs, the serial killer, is a psychic, and
they're
they have this
connected.
connection,
Yeah.
and that's gonna be how this crescendos into something, which would have been probably your more traditional
Right.
serial killer thing. So it was very non-traditional, which I respect, but I'm still gonna stick with my 4 out
Yeah.
of 10. Not for me.
I can
Well,
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of Longlegs?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Did you like it? Did you hate it? Were you perplexed as I was? That I still kind
Yeah.
of am. How I feel about it? Like, yeah,
I didn't see
don't
any
know.
long legs. Where
I
the
did.
fuck were the long legs?
He
I could
was
have
like-
swore in like one teaser trailer there were like some long legs in the corner. I wanted some long legs. I wanted one of the dolls to have really long legs or some shit.
Something. Yeah.
No one had
The
long
only
legs.
thing he said was, "Oh, I got my long legs on today." Like that's all he said. Like,
Yeah.
and then he signs his letters long legs.
What does that mean? What is that? I got my long legs on.
I don't know.
Like I'm gonna do some good work, hard work, long legs, walking a lot, doing a lot of.
I don't know.
Really good at jump rope.
Really good at killing people and not killing
Yeah.
people because he never really killed anyone.
Yeah, that's
He
another
just
thing. Well, he had
implant-
someone else do it.
He just implanted, the little devil
He
dolls.
he made the devil magic, and then yeah,
Right.
okay. Yeah, I don't want to talk about this one anymore.
Well, it was underwhelming, I think, 'cause
Yeah.
especially with all the buildup and how excited we were.
Yeah.
So,
All right. What'd you
Yeah.
guys think of long
Yeah,
legs?
let
Like
us
it?
know.
Not like it? Yeah. Cool. So
All right.
that's that.
okay.
But
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.